You've tuned into Money Control. I'm Karunya Rao. With me is Manisha Gupta, and we are here to give you an update on commodities. All eyes today on coffee prices. We did Chai Pe Charcha a few days ago when tea prices were soaring, and today coffee prices are at a 4-week high. Where is all this demand coming from for all of these commodities day in and day out?
Well, the demand clearly has been increasing on a year-on-year basis, but the reason that we have seen a push or a uncertainty come into the markets is because you have seen the fertilizer prices increase. So it's food, fuel, fertilizers, feed, everything that you look at, the prices have been rising. And many of the crop producing countries are now getting worried because the fertilizer prices have increased. They've doubled or tripled in last 1 year itself. And Vietnam, which is the largest coffee producer, clearly says that if they don't use enough fertilizers, which they are not using, then the coffee production could go down by 10%. We've seen prices gain up by already by 2% in the month of April. We have seen inventories at decade-year lows already. There has been some inventory increase, yes, but it still is on the lower side for both the varieties, which is Robusta and Arabica. And the markets do believe that with the kind of demand growth that we are looking at in India, across the world as well, you are looking at higher coffee prices.
So all this is happening because Vietnamese farmers are acting cheap.
Because the fertilizer is expensive.
But what does it do to Indian guys? I mean, the ones who are growing, cultivating, making coffee here, the likes of Coffee Day, CCL, there's Tata Coffee as well. Is it good for them, or for them also it's equally bad when it comes to fertilizer and other input costs?
These are upstream companies. I mean, if you look at it like that, so they would be wanting more coffee and they would pass it on to consumers as well. So at the end of the road, it is me and you who will be paying for these higher coffee prices. You know, I want to also attract your attention to another data which tells you that the global production of coffee has seen a 2% decline. That's what is estimated, while the consumption is expected to increase by more than 3%. So we are looking at lower production, but demand growth continues even at these higher prices. So we are looking at higher prices going forward. And also, last year was a deficit of 3 million bags. This year is a deficit of 7 million bags. So it doesn't get better at all. Next year is expected to be a surplus, and that always is a case with agriculture commodities. But for this year, you are going to pay higher coffee prices.
This feels like a dream scenario for moms because tala hua khana chhod do, coffee bhi nahi chhod do, chai hi mat piyo.
Sugar is another thing.
Sugar is another case. So what's going on? I mean, we were talking about very strong tea demand coming in. Now there's coffee also seeing some surge. Is this a trend? I mean, by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to get only stronger from here on.
So, you know, I can tell you something. Usually people say that when it is summers, let's not talk beverages because people move into cold drinks. But then, hello, we are looking at premium products here. You have an iced tea.
Iced coffee.
You have a cold coffee. You have various varieties of, cold coffee as well. So the market really has spread its way into various segments right now. And demand really seems stronger. And even as, there are some coffee drinkers, South India for that example, they will never get out of coffee. Filter coffee is an addiction there. And when you look at millennials and the younger population, the cold coffee yet again is a catching trend here. So even if you're looking at India, there are some, even if it is priced on the higher side, a Starbucks or
which are already priced quite
so
a bit.
In-house consumption is not going down, and the Horeca consumption only is increasing as people are coming out with a vengeance, and soon you will have summer holidays and etc. coming in. So these higher prices are going to be a deterrent? I don't think so. So the consumption is expected to be on the higher side, and many of these coffees and cafes and parlors and restaurants perhaps will do quite well.
Well, at least if not coffee stocks, maybe you can look at QSRs and as an investment option given the revenge travel and the revenge spending that's happening. But that's all from us for today. Coffee prices on a rise, something to keep on your watch list. Thank you so much guys for tuning in.